Welcome to the transitional jungle of the garden. Time for another tour so you can see what is happening as we transition into fall. So let me turn this around. Yep, so we've got some things starting up. I got a new green stalk planter, which I'm putting a lot of lettuce and things that don't have very deep roots, some kale. I moved some strawberries into there. And I've got some cabbages, that Napa cabbage that I put in there. I have one cherry tomato plant that's still hanging on. I'm transitioning my self-watering buckets to the cabbage. The sweet potato, I'm not sure if we got anything out of a sweet potato, but I'll pull it soon enough. I put some radishes in here. I got these ornamental peppers just because they're so fun. And we've got some peppers still hanging on. I need to harvest my lemongrass. It's gotten really big and I want to try to pull some lemongrass off of there. And here is my Aegis, which I had to move to this spot because it wasn't getting enough light and it's kind of behind, and I hope I can get some peppers out of it. They make these little round, very hot peppers. And I've got some basil, my ginger. This bed is kind of a mess, but there's a cute little spider over here that I don't want to disturb, so I've been kind of limited in what I can do. My tomatillo plant is still producing these great yellow Dr. Weiss tomatillos. They're really nice, really nice and crisp. I moved some basil over here. I put in a few beets that I had started, and I moved some dill over here. The Malabar spinach is on the way out. The trellis is dominated currently by the loofah vine, which took a while to get going, but boy, my bitter melon's still hanging in. But look at this. I've got like at least 10 super good loofah. They're everywhere. So I'm leaving them on for sponges, and I'll harvest seeds. I'm not really planning on eating any of them. And I think there's still a few female flowers that might yet get pollinated. So I might get one or two more forming, but it's been just everything I hoped it would be, and I'm super glad about how it's doing. I put a cucamelon into this bed over here, and it's making really good cucamelons right now. So it's kind of a bummer because I would like to clear out this bed, which was the tomato bed, but now the cucamelons are doing so well, I don't really want to disturb it. Plus I have this this is a cayenne, my cayenne pepper plant, which is another sort of late bloomer, and I want to leave it and see how many cayenne peppers I get off of it. I might try to move that one into the house and try to overwinter it. See, here's a little loofah female flower. I'm not sure if it's gonna do anything, but the bees sure love it. Got a couple. I cleaned up my strawberry plants. They had so much brown on them. I moved some stuff around. Might still need to do a little trimming. Yeah, here's the former tomato bed. I may just have to make some space for some things because I really need to move on. to some fall crops. Look at the size of this bee. Oh my gosh. These bees, they love these flowers, and they're so huge. These are the biggest bees I have ever seen. You do your job, buddy. They're not aggressive at all. Yeah, the cucamelon is kind of dominating. I've got some flowers in here. This cosmos, every time I feel like, okay, the cosmos is done, it gets another round of flowers. And so I don't really want to disturb it. I'm trying to save some seeds too. I broke down some of these towers into shorter towers, and I'm phasing them out since I got the other green stock. But I put a lot of chard and a lot of lettuce in the towers, and they're doing good because we really love chard and we really love lettuce. And so I just kind of went a little crazy with the seeding the chard. Here's an update on my avocado. It is now as tall as me. As soon as these zinnias are done, just when I think they're done, they're not done. I really would like to use that pot for something else. This bed, I'm not sure how much sun it's going to be getting all winter long, but my celery is doing good. That pepper got put in there. I'm not even sure what it is. I just put in a cabbage. This is a radicchio lettuce. This is a violet pepper. It's been doing good, but it might have one or two more coming out. My turmeric, I'm going to have to figure out when I want to try to pull my turmeric and see what I got from that. My hyssop, some cutting celery that I moved from up front, the front yard. Some, this is cilantro. Parsley. Yep, parsley, celery, everything looks the same, so it's hard to tell. Yep, my hyssop, the bees love, and my coleus has dropped a bunch of seeds down here. So there's a whole bunch that are coming up. And this is kind of the other messy corner of sage and cosmos. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do about that. The asparagus is just doing its thing. I'll probably have to cut these fronds back eventually when the frost gets to it. I'll try to trim it back. This is my pineapple sage. We have two of these, and I'll bring at least one, if not both, into the house. Yeah, that's sort of the no man's land, along with the impatient. We got lots of beans on here. The dragon tongue beans have been producing very well, and some other beans here and there. And I've got carrots going down here. So eventually, when I pull all this foliage out of here, these will get more light. I try to keep it rotated. Like I said, more chard, more lettuce, chard lettuce, a few radishes. Let's go back down here. My eggplant. I don't know. I might have to pull this eggplant because I need a bed that's open. The borage seeded itself, so I kept one because I know how big they get. So I'm going to try to just keep one there for the bees. I just put in this cabbage, and I put in a few beets. There are a few radishes back there that I put in a while back. Didn't really do much because of the heat, but this is a pepper. I just picked a bunch off of here. And this eggplant, These eggplants didn't get very big, and I don't know why. It's made a lot, but it just hasn't gotten very big. That variety just didn't get very big. This variety from Johnny's, it's a kind of a stripy variety. It makes much bigger eggplants. So I'm not sure what I'm going to grow next year. Here's my other pepper bed. Then I have my peach, which I just picked a few. I just picked off of all these peppers that had anything. This lemon pepper is like dominating everything, and I'd really like to cut it back. I keep picking all these lemon peppers. I don't know what to do with them. It's kind of crowding out all my other peppers. My banana pepper. Here's Spidey. She's got a snack there. I was going to try to get this poinsettia to bloom again, but she's laid 2 egg sacs on it. So the fate of this poinsettia is not what I expected and not what I was going to do with it, but I'm going to try to keep her babies safe. This bed, I've not been able to really pull everything out because she's built her web right here. So I'm trying to just stay out of her way and putter around underneath. Got some leeks in here, more chard, some more cucamelon. I'm just kind of just vining all over the place, but it's not really making a whole lot of cucamelons over here for whatever reason. Maybe it's not getting enough sun. I don't know. This bed, this is the other side of the bed. I put in some beets and some dill. And I have some room here, which I might put in some carrots. I need to clean up all this straw. It's kind of a mess. Put down some compost like I did down here. Okay. In this area is kind of crazy. The Jerusalem artichoke is sort of insane. Oh wow, it's gonna get flowers. I see flowers finally at the top. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get any, but it looks like it's sensing the cold weather and it's gonna flower. So good for you. Good for you, Jerusalem artichoke. Yeah, this is my tomatillo. It's another thing that's kind of hanging on, that it's delaying my transition of this bed. We've got some lettuce going on in here and some peppers, long beans. Long beans, very prolific. This was last chance garage, this watermelon, but we got one little sugar baby watermelon that we'll just keep going, see how big it gets. It's going to be probably not super big. I need to water and maybe give it some fertilizer. I don't know if that'll help make it a little bigger. But yeah, the Jerusalem artichoke is kind of nuts. Our compost bin is full. The lantana, I'm trying to keep an eye on it so that I can harvest some seeds when they come up. But you gotta be looking at it at just the right time. We got a whole bunch more flowers forming, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. Another very late tomato. Adam got our leaves. Hello. Hello, Mr. Biscuit. What are you doing? What are you doing? My buddy. We've got leaves so that when we want to mulch over the winter, we'll have a bunch of leaves and straw that we can chop up. This bed has long beans, long beans. Every day there's more long beans. It's doing pretty good in this spot. It has lots of room. I didn't really put too much else in here. I got one sunflower that survived. And my daikon radishes that I put in here are bouncing back after being eaten by bugs. I think we're probably past most of the white moth time, so hopefully things will do better. And I just put this cabbage, a couple cabbage in here. I may have to cover it. We'll see how it does. But the sentry, I keep an eye on the whole neighborhood. So, yep, that's how things are going right now. Just still trying to make space and transition over. I've got so many seedlings, I need to find a place to put things. Little Missy is here keeping me company. Aren't ya? Aren't ya? You're so cute. Well, that does it for the garden tour today, so thank you for watching.